In this Webflow tutorial, I'll teach you how to make what you're seeing on the screen right now, which is a tab component in Webflow, except after a certain duration, let's say 7 seconds, it automatically switches between tabs. So let's quickly check this out. You can see right here, it's about to expire. Boom. Next one is 3D laser scanning. How cool is that, guys? Let's quickly jump into Webflow and I'll show you how this is done. All right, guys. So right now I'm on my Webflow project, and essentially in my project, I have a tabs component right here. And in my tabs component, I have currently 2 tabs right here. First one is professional partners. The other one is ground retention specialist. So let's go ahead and firstly create that specific timer indicator. In order to do this, I'll go ahead and go into my tab link right here. And then from here, I noticed that my position is automatically set to relative. And the reason why we need to set this to relative is because we'll be using absolute positioning. So with my tab link selected, I'm going to go ahead and just add a div block inside of it. And I'll give this a class of tab indicator wrapper. And then inside this tab indicator wrapper, I'll give it a width of 100% and I'll give it a height of 3 pixels. Of course, you can put whatever height you want, but this is just an example. Scrolling down, I'll also give it a background color of, let's just say, this gray right here. And that's looking good. Inside this tab indicator wrapper, I'm going to hit Command E and just add another div block inside of it. And I'll give this a class of tab line. And this is the class that's going to be moving essentially from that 0 to 100. And I'm going to go ahead and just give this a width of 100% and a height of 100%. And I'm going to go ahead and change the color to red. So what we'll be really doing is changing the width right here. So we'll start from like 0%. And then let's just say it'll go to like 40%, which is like 4 seconds or whatever, then 70%, and then eventually 100%. So it's going to go from 0% to 100%. That's how we get that line animation. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put the width to be 0. So that's what we're going to be doing. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and copy this tab indicator wrapper and paste it to my other tab link on the right-hand side. So everything gets copied over. Obviously, you might have more tab links. So let's go ahead and do the next step, which is creating the interaction. So I'm going to go ahead and select my tab link. This one that I selected is not the current state. I'm going to go ahead and hit interactions right here. I'll go ahead and hit a new element trigger. And I'm going to go ahead and create a tab change. Obviously, you can only see tab change if it's inside the tab component. But once I click onto this, I can go ahead and set this tab in view, hit action, hit start an animation, hit plus, and I'll call it tab in. So whenever this specific tab is selected or in view, it's going to play this animation. And the animation that we want to target is the actual tab line right here that we created. So it's that red line that we set to 0% width. So with that selected, we'll go ahead plus, we'll go ahead and hit size, and we'll go ahead and just make sure the width is indeed set to 0% and the height is 100%. And we'll go ahead and set the duration to 0 seconds because we want this to be almost an initial state. Then we'll create another one, an end state right here, still selecting size, but this time we'll change the width to be 100% and we'll change the height to be 100%. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to go from 0% to 100%. And we go ahead and change the duration. In this case, I might just be every 5 seconds, it's going to do that animation. And this is very important because this is essentially the time where you want the line indicator, but also when it wants to switch to the next tab. So I'm just going to put 5 seconds and I can go ahead and preview right here. And you notice it's loading this animation in 5 seconds. And then once that's done, it's going to switch to the next tab, which we need to initiate. But before we do that, we hit save and we'll go ahead and make sure that this is affecting the class right here. And the next step is to add custom code. So depending on if you have this tab component in multiple pages, you might want to put this in the site settings. And I made a tutorial on this. Otherwise, I just have this tab component on my about page. So I'm only going to put the custom code in my about page. So heading over to pages, or we're hitting P, and go ahead and hit page settings right here. I can go ahead and paste in my code right here in the body right here. So I've now pasted my code in a very high level overview. Essentially, it's going to go ahead and find this specific class right here, tab-button, as well as tabs-menu. And it's going to go ahead and rotate it every 5 seconds. So you only need to change a couple of things in this code. The first is the classes, tab button, tab menu, tab button right here, as well as the duration. Because I set that line duration to 5 seconds already, this is already correct. But obviously, if you change to 12 seconds, you want to change the number right here. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and just copy this class, tab-button. And I'm going to go back and hit save changes. So it saves that code. And I'm going to go ahead and select my tab link right here, go back to the style. And that's what we need to call that class. Of course, you can change it in the code. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just rename it to tab-button, hit enter. And that's essentially it. Now, with this specific parent tabs menu right here, we need to call this a certain class as well, which is tabs menu. So if I go ahead and just rename that class, it just has a dash in the middle. So tabs dash menu. And that's essentially it. Everything is done. But I just want to quickly reiterate what I just did because some people might get confused. Essentially, I've just renamed my classes to match the classes in this custom code. Obviously, we can also rename the custom code to match our classes. That's all it is. It's done. And I just left it as 5 seconds because that's what our animation is. We go ahead and publish our site. So refreshing the page, you'll notice we have that line which goes for 5 seconds. And then after 5 seconds, boom, it switches to the next one. Obviously, I made an error here where this specific line is still showing. If we go back into Webflow, we've got to also put a tab change. Instead of tab in view, we also need to add a tab out of view. So we can go ahead and hit start animation. And we can go ahead and just duplicate the tab in that we just created and go ahead and click into that and perhaps rename it to tab out. And we can go ahead and delete the second one. And we want to go ahead and just leave this specific action to just go to 0% straight away. So again, to explain how this is working, when that tab is in view, it's going to go from 0% that line to 100%, in my case, 5 seconds. And when it's out of view, it's going to immediately go back to 0% right here. So let's go ahead and save that and republish the site. And let's go ahead and test it out. So refreshing the page, you'll notice the line goes from 0% to 100% in 5 seconds. And then it moves to the next tab item. And because it's out of view, it goes back to 0%. So as long as you understand the fundamental premise, that's essentially how you do this specific functionality. Of course, you can edit everything using basic CSS. My name is Derek Su. I really hope you found this video tutorial helpful. Of course, this might be a bit advanced if you're a beginner. But if you literally figure this out as a beginner, then good on you. Otherwise, I have 2 free videos, one on basic fundamentals of Webflow, which is the box model, and the other one being CSS classes, which we kind of used in this tutorial. And I also have a paid Webflow course for those who want to excel their learning faster. Check it out in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.